Yes, thank you so much for the nice introduction. So as she said, she already introduced me. So my topic is process and change management for clinical operations, or subtitled Wake Kiss Your SOPs, how to control your clinical trials in real time. So every day, wait, not so quick, baby. The point is every day when animation, pharmaceutical and medical technology companies lose money when they are late with the approval of their medications and medical technologies, meaning that when they're late on the market, every day they are late is lost revenue. So here we go, because every day, that is what I said already. And here at the bottom, we see some graphics. For example, this is on the right, you see the recruitment curves in a typical clinical trials.
I'm sorry, sir, for the interruption, but are you moving on? Or
I'm moving?
it's not moving.
That? It's not moving?
No. Can you stop sharing and share it again, please?
Oh, it's not moving at all? Okay.
No.
Okay, yes, of course I can when the mouse lets me. I don't know. Where's my mouse? Oh, goodness. Hello, maybe. I hate Zoom, I tell you. Okay. No, my mouse is gone. So, yes, there it is. Stop, you said. Okay.
Yes, please.
I stopped it. And then share again?
Yes, if you can,
Good.
please.
Okay. Good. Where are we? I leave it in this mode now because,
Okay.
I mean, the animations are not so well. Okay.
Okay,
So,
as you wish.
as I
I'm
said,
sorry.
because every day that the market, no problem. Because every day on the market, approval for their drugs and medical products is delayed. And the reason for that, through insufficiently controlled clinical trials, that's each day is a loss of revenue, of course. So because when you're late at the market, then you lose money. The reason for this destruction of values is that they do not follow their SOPs when conducting clinical trials. And I have had many discussions with directors, clinical operations, and some business owners who said, yes, of course, our employees are trained on the SOPs, and they have also signed that they will follow them. But in fact, I mean, we all know how projects are running, and when you have experienced employees, sometimes they are very oriented on the project goals and not so much on following the Bible, that is the SOPs. And what we do at Realigner Consulting, we optimize the processes of clinical trials in order to provide patients with medicines and medical technologies, that's the sponsor's goals, and to deliver them in excellent quality much faster than it is possible nowadays. And you will see in my presentation why and how. So we want nothing less than to revolutionize the conduct of clinical trials. What if your employees could simply really follow your SOPs? What if you could control your clinical trials in real time? Realigner Consulting offers you exactly that. So we come to the point. We model, optimize, and orchestrate the processes of your SOPs. And here on the bottom, you can see on the left, that is a schematic drawing of how such, of the system, how such processes are modeled, monitored, how human workflows are integrated, how systems like e-clinical systems, computers CTMS systems, ECRFs, and so forth, vendor systems could be attached to the processes. And on the right, you see a process model, one example of it. So, and what we do is we do first model our processes graphically with the language or the modeling language business process modeling notation 2.0. So this is the best practice standard that we have on the market at the moment. And then we automate them. That means we make them executable by a process engine. So how comes that? How can we do that? Actually, automation is the wrong term. Orchestrating meets it much better. So Jan, you as the decision maker, as a director, vice president, process owner, or process manager, you are the director. The process engine is the maestro, and your study team is the orchestra that plays your music. We work with Signavio software tools, the market leader in process management. Here on the right, you can see a picture from their website. And their tool, or that they have many tools, and they have assembled the most important tools to something that is called a business transformation suite or business transformation solution. At the end of January 2021, so this year, Signavio was acquired by SAP for $1 billion. And believe me, SAP knows what they are doing. Here on the right, you see the press release for this, not a merger, it's more an acquisition. And now we come to something very nice. At least I hope so, that you will like it.
Look at us human beings. We are expecting continuous innovation, and companies have to steadily transform to deliver in this increasingly agile and complex world, boosted nowadays even more through the digitalization trend. So how can companies realize their innovation potential? The foundation for transformation lies in the business processes. Business processes connect people, data, and systems to help you become an intelligent enterprise. With business process intelligence, we will help you analyze, improve, and monitor the business processes of your company continuously. Reinventing the way you run your business with business process intelligence. We'll work with you.
So thank you, SAP. This is a very nice video, which I could not make myself in this quality. And now we come to the Signavio software tools. So to the introduction, how we model process, how we orchestrate them, which tools we use. So here's another video for you. So here we see the Signavio process editor. We have here wait a second. This is a little bit larger now. We see the Signavio process editor. We have here all processes that we have modeled, and we can visit process. So this is the one we use for this demonstration. When I double click on it, the editor opens, and here we see the model process. And we can see here above that we have swim lanes. One swim lane is for the Clinical Research Associate, which does all the activities, and on this we have study side.
Robert,
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you, but we couldn't just see the video, and we couldn't. The audio is also not that clear.
Why not?
Yeah, we couldn't see the video.
Ah, you could not see it at all.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's
we couldn't
bad.
hear too.
Okay. Yeah, then we can do anything else. So wait a second. I need to stop my screen share, and then I have the original, of course. Process editor and collaboration hub. So here we go. Can you see this now? No, it's not shared. Okay. Let's share something. A QuickTime player. Okay, this should be it. Can you see something now?
Yes, sir.
Good. So let's start over. Technique is great.
We still can't see video.
What?
You have to share the video.
I did or not?
Stop sharing this screen and share the video only, if you can, please.
I cannot work with Zoom actually. So sorry. I am really not familiar with Zoom, so
That's okay, sir. We
I
all.
use my own tools. So okay. Stop the video. Okay. Now, alle timer. Now it opens something strange. Ah, okay. QuickTime player. I have hundreds of windows open, of course. So QuickTime player, process editor. So why do you not see it when I share this? I have no explanation to that. Do you see something now?
Yeah. Do you know the
Now.
signature?
Now? Do you see the video now?
No. No video.
Oh.
If possible, share the video to me, Robert. I'll just share the screen on your behalf.
Why can't I share my whole screen? How can I share my whole screen? Because that would make really things easier.
So what I will just suggest you is you just play the video in another tab and try to share that window.
You can share only one window. This is, I guess,
Not the whole
a
screen.
Zoom. No, not the whole screen. Just one window.
Yeah, but I shared the video and you don't see it.
Yeah, I just suggest you to play the video and then you just start sharing the screen.
Yeah,
where the
I
video
did.
is
I do.
playing.
It's exactly what I do. The video is playing already.
Yeah, now
and
we
now
can
I
see
try
that.
to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
but we start over at the beginning.
Increase the volume, please.
Okay. Wait a second. So here we see. Can you hear it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Process editor. So we have here all our processes that we have modeled, and we can now open the immediate monitoring visit process. So this is the one that we use for this demonstration. When I double click on it, the editor opens, and here we see the modeled process. And we can see here above that we have swim lanes. One swim lane is for the clinical research associate, which does all the activities, and below this we have the study side. The internal processes of the study side are unknown, so therefore this is a black box for us, and the only exchange with the study side is by messages. That means in business process modeling notation, this means that we exchange messages, which can be emails, phone calls. It can also be talks with study side personnel. And it is shown here by the message flow, it is called, this dotted line here. It's a message flow between the CRA in this case and the study site. So when the follow-up letter to the study site is sent, a message is sent. So this typically is an email with an attachment, and one day this will be done. So they have received the follow-up letter and they answer on it. So give their comments or whatever. So, and then a message flow goes back here to the intermediate event. This intermediate event means that the CRA is waiting for feedback from the study site. This is the really only thing that is really remarkable here. So we have the process starts with the start event, that the next intermediate monitoring visit is due, and then it goes through all the sequence and the tasks, and then in the end we see here all the tasks that we have at the site. So we book a travel to the study site, we review the documents for the preparation, we prepare by taking a look in the ECF and so on and so forth. We write the confirmation letter that we will come to the site, send the confirmation letter to the site, and then travel to the study site finally. And then we have a collapsed task here that is a conduct IMV on-site task. So this means there are a couple of tasks, for instance, the drug accountability, the source data verification, and so forth. And we can click on this plus sign here, and then the sub-process opens. And as you can see, another editor window opens and shows us the sub-process. So it starts also with a start event and ends with an end event. And in between, there are the tasks that the monitor, the clinical research associate, has to do at the site. So first, he should sign the monitoring visit log, review informed consent forms, and then he is allowed to do these further tasks in whatever sequence he wants to do it, or she wants to do it. Here we have another collapsed process task that is a CRF related task. We can here do a verification of site staff and so on. Folks, I keep this shorter now because we have another more interesting things to show. So each process starts with a start event and ends with an end event, and in the middle or in between there are all the tasks, and I have shown you what a collapsed task is now and how you can detail processes in more depth. So best practice is to show each process on one single page. And this is the goal, and not to make it too complicated to grasp it. So, jetzt ärgert er mich wieder. Good. We close this video now. And then give me a second. I need to go to my presentation again. And next is the collaboration hub. This is another video, and I use this now. Just a second. Collaboration hub. Here we go. So I need to share now another window, of course, if I understood that right. Yeah, here we go. Share. I'm getting better. So do you see this now? Yeah. Do you see some video? Hello?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Okay, when I start over, this looks very similar, but it is not. It's a typical case for. Wait a second, I need to find the right place. So here we are already. The purpose of the collaboration hub is to document, to have all processes inside, to make them available for comments by colleagues or by the line managers or project managers or whoever is concerned with this process. So they could comment on, like, say, a sequence flow that they are not really, that they think it is not really necessary or should be done in another way, or maybe some task should be delegated to a clinical trial associate or assistant. So in this case, we would update this process and add another swim lane for the clinical trial assistant, and then draw the task that he or she should do to that swim lane. So this is a typical case for process optimization. So we can say, okay, if we have another resource, personal resource, we can delegate tasks to her or him, and maybe for just for the reason that this person that we have, then we can be quicker, because then when we delegate, we don't need to do everything on our own. Or another reason for doing so could be that a clinical trial assistant is cheaper, or the hourly rate is lower than for the clinical research associate. So this could be some reason on some methods of optimizing such processes. And okay. So I think message understood again, to keep it more short because we are running out of time. So this was a collaboration hub for documentation. And the last component of the software tools, of the software suite, is the workflow accelerator. And again, I have to reshare something. So, yep. Here we are in the workflow accelerator. And now I start this for a short sequence. I don't think that we have the whole 4 minutes. This is the final stage of our process development, where the processes are run. And you can see here a standard process that is called approval, and you can see again our intermediate monitoring visit. So when we click on this, I hope you can see the video.
Yes.
Good. And you can see there are the triggers, the actions, the details, and the versions. So in the trigger screen, we can, for example, assign a form as a trigger. That means we have a description of the task. We have certain fields that we can add, and duration, email addresses, files, and so on. Then when the case of the process is initiated, then it just runs through. You fill in the form, and then you launch it, and the process is triggered, launched, and by the case description, you can see task by task it is running through. So we have here the cases. I have one prepared that is called the IMB to site 7123, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. We can open it, and when we open it, you can see that we have several tasks here that are defined in the process, and we are in the middle of action now. The IMB is already scheduled, added to the CTMS, and notified to the project manager, and our next step would then be book the travel to the study site and then review the document. So when we go here, click on this task, we will see that it is assigned, in this case to me, and we can complete the task. And then after finishing, we can click on done. That means the sequence flow goes further. I will also stop here because we are really short. I think I have 4 minutes or 5 minutes. That correct?
Yes, that's it.
Good. So I need to go further now. So as you have seen this, these are the processes running here and task by task, and you always click on done to go to the next task, to complete one and go to the next task. That's all. So, and accelerator. Okay, then I need to share another window here. Go to my keynote again. Now we have another nice video. Wait a second. This is called Process Editor. Yeah, here we go. I need to share the video because you can't see it otherwise. Share my screen again. This is QuickTime Player. Okay.
So you're sharing your screen.
Now,
Okay.
yes.
Yes.
And now another video. This is really nice.
Hello, my name is Alessandro, and I'm product EPS. Business leaders work.
Oh God, why doesn't it run? The video is okay, but now it stops. Eintreten lassen. It says James Young hat das. Okay.
Hello, my name is Alessandro, and I'm product EPS. Business leaders worldwide are facing complex transformations due to move to cloud programs, automation initiatives, and the introduction of new business models. What is often forgotten is that effective business transformations start from the very roots of an organization, its business processes. This is where the power of Signavio can really help. The Signavio Business Transformation Suite covers all the critical steps that modern leaders need to transform business processes. The suite functionalities deliver a complete end-to-end approach. In the suite, Signavio Process Intelligence is the data-driven component. It all starts with the ETL layer, which provides the tooling for the more technical specialists to define and govern offline and online data pipelines. Once the data preparation is completed, the data is loaded into the Signal mining engine, which powers the whole analytical platform. This engine processes millions of events and enables analysts to ask complex questions related to process performance and compliance. All these valuable insights can be analyzed using investigations. Investigations are notebook-style canvases that enable analysts to create full data stories from problem to discovery to context framing to actionable insights. Insights and KPIs to be monitored can be overlaid on top of business user-friendly environments, such as process models and journey models. Utilizing process intelligence with live insights across your organization delivers established end-to-end process orientation for rapid change and customer excellence thinking, helping your transition from data to insight to action. Process is at the very heart of transformation. And Signavio
So this is where we actually go with it. I mean, we model the process, we orchestrate them, and then afterwards, when on runtime of the processes, the data are produced, we can analyze them, and every process is traced, and we have really big data. Then this is a buzzword, of course, but yeah, that's definitely true. So that means we go really ahead and not only orchestrate processes, but then try to further optimize them when we run them. So enough with videos now. What this means in the end, I need to share another screen. Oh, no, I don't reply. Is keynote. Do you see clinical operations dashboard now?
Yes.
Good, great. So this is where we end with all this. We create clinical operations dashboard where we display all your data. You may be familiar with such stuff from your CTMS system, but now the difference is that behind all these dashboards, the processes are running and the process engine executes processes. So these data are really live, real time. So they are generated on the time of execution of the processes. So this is my message to you. Follow us into the world of lived processes, meaning that's what I said in the first slide. Kiss your SOPs, not remaining. Don't let them remaining just books and documentation, but get them into action, right? That means lived processes. So the execution that you have seen in the workflow accelerator, task by task, your employees can go through all this, through the processes, through the task. My message to you is really do it. Be one of the first movers in your industry, in the pharmaceutical industry. Process automation and orchestration is not really has not really arrived, and be ahead of your market companions. So the turnkey is in your hands. And what can we do for you? The procedures of our project that we would make with you is that we do with you an initial workshop. We work together with you and your team on a project plan. We have a preliminary discussion and then a workshop. And if you are not familiar with the methods of process management, we give you, of course, a short introduction. And then in this workshop, we live model one of your standard operating procedures with BPMN 2.0. So in the end, you will have already your first process model. That can directly go into the review through the departments involved into the process. And then we will draw with you also in this workshop a project sketch together with you, including all the parameters relevant for a successful process modeling and process orchestration project. These are the objectives, schedule, resources, as well as the budget for your project. Our contact data, so let's make an appointment and we'll talk about it. Realigner Consulting, Flughafenstraße 52a, you can read there. Of course, you will get all this information later on by the organizers of this event. Thank you for your attention. Maybe we have 1 minute or two, I don't know, for question and answers.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions? So, because I guess we are running out of time now. So
Yeah.
we're gonna skip this question and answer session. So if you are available, sir, for answering any question via email or something.
Of course.
Thank
Phone
you
call,
so much.
just make a screenshot, or will you share this contact detail, my contact detail with all the participants? Then they are free to call me, to email me, whatever they want.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay.